The primary responsibility of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is to Nigeria and not to ECOWAS. He answers to us. He's not even addressed Nigerians and justify what he's going to do. He's gone to the Senate to ask for approval. That's no way to declare war. It's not easy declaring war. You're sending your men and women into harm's way to go and get killed and kill. We in the North, we are tired of wars. We have been at war for 13 years, for 14 years now with Boko Haram, since 2009, and 9 years with bandits and kidnappers. And you're bringing a fresh war to us? And we share with Niger Republic, long before the creation of these two entities, Niger and Nigeria, we have shared heritages in our culture, in our religion, in our languages. And we share a border over 1,000 kilometers from the northwesterly end in Kebbi to the northeasterly end in Borno. We have Zabarmas in Nigeria and Niger. We have Hausas. They are the predominant tribe in Niger, 53%. We have Fulanis. We have Kanuris. The whole of Difa region around the northeast of Nigeria, they are Kanuris. So we're going to war and killing them for what? Before any president goes to war, he comes and explains to his people, these are the reasons why I'm going to war. What are the strategic importance, economic, security, or political strategic importance of going to war? What are the self-interests of that country in going to war? The people who are going to war on their behalf, the Western world, France and the United States, they know what their interests are. Their strategic interest is not the people of Niger or Nigeria, but what is underneath the soil of Niger and Nigeria. We in Nigeria, 78% of the landmass of Nigeria, 7 states, and 19 states in this country are saying no to an unprovoked war with Niger. And he should be very, very careful. He's going to do the bidding of the Western world. The fight in Niger is not our fight. It is going to be a proxy war between Russia and NATO. And this is what concerns me the most. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not even settled down. He doesn't even have his team and is declaring war without consulting the people, without the consent of the people.
Okay.
No, we say no to war and we're not going to support any war. Are telling him things that his advisors will not tell him, that going to war, sending troops into Niger Republic will be a disaster, unprovoked. We have had our own share of military takeovers in Nigeria. Nobody sent troops to us. What of Mali? What of Guinea? What of Burkina Faso? What of that Chad? That was the place where the French president was there babysitting the current president. Nobody sent troops there. We need to be very, very careful. Is there an internal problem? And we should be able to help them. And the reason why we are saying negotiations do not help, at the very beginning, you are putting on the table the threat of violence, the threat of force, and you're asking the other party to listen to you. You have brought your last trump card at the very beginning. There's no way to do it. And it's showing the inexperience of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the international scene. He's not been properly advised. He does not have his team to advise him properly. You do not do that. Okay, let's say you roll in your tanks, if you have them, into Niger Republic, what do? You install Bazoum by force and you stay there and keep him by force? We have seen the United States going to Iraq, going to Afghanistan, saying they are going to bring democracy. Where are they now? We need to be very, very, very careful. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu unilaterally broke the treaty between Nigeria and Niger that was signed in 1960, that Nigeria will be supplying Niger Republic with electricity. Nigeria currently supplied 70% of electricity to Niger Republic. In exchange, Niger Republic will not dam River Niger upstream. If they dam River Niger upstream, we'll all be dry. We won't have Kainji Dam. President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his election is contested. It's still in court. He has legitimacy issues nationally and internationally. And for him now, he's the ECOWAS chairman. Of course, it gives him that chair. But still, the elephant in the room is the election is still contested in court. Well, if he does that, now the Western world are calling him. The other day, they say the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, called him to find out. Nigerians should ask, did Kamala Harris ever call when people are slaughtered anywhere in the north? They care for us. Or Macron calls us, calls the president. They don't care for us. They don't care for Nigerians. They care for what is on the ground. And we need to be very, very careful. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be very careful and not drag Nigeria into this proxy war. The moment they get into Niger, they are after resources. And the most important resource is uranium. Niger has the 7th largest deposit of uranium that France has been exploiting since independence. And you see the penury, see the poverty in Niger. The second thing is we have this trans-Saharan pipeline that is built to be piped from Warri through Niger up to Algeria, to stop in Algeria and then go into Morocco and Tunisia to Europe. This is a very, very important pipeline for Europe and the United States as an alternative, because Russia during this Ukraine war is blocking supply of gas to them. So this is very, very important. The United States is there not for God, country, or the love of Nigeria or Niger. They are there because of the resources. France, we know France has been there. France has never loved democracy. We need to be very careful. At a time, and I wrote it in that letter, in that piece, at a time when African Francophone countries like Burkina Faso, like Mali, they are severing their ties with France. Our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is being dragged into being their ally.
Prof.
They can never be good allies. We have never had issues with Niger. During the Civil War, Niger was a very important ally. When Cote d'Ivoire and Gabon were against us, when France was against us, Niger has always been a steadfast ally of Nigeria. We've never had issues with them. We've never fought them. We go in there, we will see the father and mother of banditry and Boko Haram like we've never seen. Forget faces. It's not our ego or the face of the president or anybody. It's about Nigeria and about the lives we are going to commit to battle. This is not well thought through, this is misguided and will not be accepted by people, especially we here in the north that live in close proximity to this war. These are our flesh and blood. They are our people. They've done nothing to us. They are our allies. You go to Zamfara, you go to Katsina. They have been helping villagers when bandits come. And over 300,000 of Nigerians are IDPs in Niger Republic from all of these conflicts. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, instead of starting a fresh war, we want you to close these wars. Boko Haram, 14 years. Banditry, 9 years. We want you to give marching orders to the military. We want this Boko Haram and banditry to end and end now. All these colonial powers should leave these colonies alone, should get out of their colonies. They've been exploiting their resources. Look at all the Francophone countries. Very rich in natural resources. Nothing to show. What are they doing there? What have they benefited from their being there? And France is now coming to tell us, oh, it loves democracy. And the United States, that it has no business being around here, has bases with over 1,000. We have about 1,100 soldiers there with drone base. They are watching over all the Sahel. They are saying they are after terrorists and Islamists. And France has troops there. They moved their troops that were kicked out of Mali into Niger. We are in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Niger Republic, that no war should come to them. We will be the ones who are going to suffer in northern Nigeria, and we are not going to give any support to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to commit our forces to this unguided and unjustified war. I cannot be any more clearer than this. The danger is that the United States or France or NATO will come and tell our military or our president, we are going to help you with logistics. This is what they did in Libya. They killed Gaddafi and then they ran and left. Look at Libya, where it is today. This is Iraq. Where are they today? This is Afghanistan. Where is it? Wherever they go, bad things happen.